Hey my loves, we're out on our glorious walk this morning, embracing this beautiful Friday, and as we do, we're receiving all these magnificent downloads that we felt compelled to share with you. We just couldn't do it a little earlier because of all of the noise that was happening behind us.
Cutting the grass.
Cutting the grass, there's construction work happening, there's people with their radios on.
It's not a peaceful walk, but it is.
It's peaceful for us, right? Because we're creating that sense of peace. And what really came up during this walk was how we don't allow ourselves to get bored anymore. We're filling our lives with noise, with distractions, and what was that about attracting peace?
Yeah, boredom's the gateway to intuition. There's a gold nugget for you.
Just sit with that for a moment. How is boredom the gateway to intuition? And what that enables is spaciousness for you to be able to receive.
It's where it's allowing that bit of time for the monkey mind to quieten down, because you feel bored because the monkey mind's going, well, what? There's something to do. There's nothing to do. There's nothing to do. Because that's, change from the monkey mind. Our logical mind needs something to do. It has to have a process. And when that process isn't there, it's going, there's no process, I can't do anything. But it's not meant to do anything in that space. That's for intuition to go, good. Logical mind, quieten down, just stay silent. I can drop some nuggets in that's going to massively help your life. Because everything that we ever think about, worry about, pray for, intuition will give us answers for when we give it the space to. But if we're always, especially with the modern world, with social media and phones and tablets and computers, we don't give ourselves that time to feel bored, aka give ourselves space for the intuition to drop these golden nuggets in to say, hey, you know that thing you've been asking for? You need to take this action to get it.
Allow yourself space to receive. Because how this came about was, we're moving currently in a couple of weeks to a quieter area. And what that enables is and then Roy said, quiet usually means boring. And it's it's because we classify things as boring because there's no distractions, there's no noise, there's no drama. So, and when we miss those things, we're not being activated, triggered, having this constant stimulation thrown at us. We then instigate it, create it, search for it, look for it. But the peace that comes from boredom, or the boredom that comes from peace, is essential for connected living, for consciousness, for that greater awareness space to come in.
You think about, you only have to go into public settings now where there's lots of children, and you'll see how anxious they are and how they're always hassling their parents because they need something to do, because they're addicted to this stimulus of every 3 seconds, another video, another thing to watch, and another button to press, rather than like back in our day. Back in our day, where we were off. One of the common phrases growing up was, "Mum, I'm bored."
Yeah.
Don't get that anymore. But then the response was, "Well, go out in the garden and play."
Yeah.
In other words, go and AKA, go and use your intuition, go and use your creativity, and I'd Lego back in my day, but you'd find a stick or some grass, or you would go and find something to do to alleviate that logical mind wanting something to do. But it was 99% of the time it was creative, because you had to get creative, because there wasn't a tablet, there wasn't a phone, there wasn't computers,
and we had physical toys which enabled us to get creative. We would have toys to play with and use our imaginations to play, to excite, to grow. And when we're now teaching, and I'm speaking for myself, and I know that Roy does this too, and he'll speak to it in a moment, that when we're dropping back into that intuition, we've got to create that space. It's allowing yourself to get creative, to have that peace and spaciousness, to receive those downloads, to, well, what is next? And often what next is, is creative energy, is intuition, and allowing that to flow through you, to you, and what wants to unfold from within you. And we learned this very early on in our childhood, and we're recreating this and also guiding others to this because it's such an essential part of conscious living.
Yeah, And a lot of us live in the logical mind and think that's the powerful way to go. The logic just uses all of our experiences from birth and then comes to a conclusion based on what we're asking of logic, which usually is nowhere near the truth or nowhere near what's actually going on, whereas intuition just tunes into what's going on, tunes into the energy and the actual energetic truth of something and goes, this is the answer. It's a cheat code and nobody uses it. Intuition is the cheat code. So look, you know, depending on if you feel your intuition is not strong enough, we're both available to be worked with to help strengthen your intuition. And you can find that either on her website, you can find me on my website. Those links will be in the comments below this video, wherever it's posted. And reach out and we can definitely help you discover the difference between, we'll take you into that gateway of boredom in a positive way.
So with that, share with us a comment below boredom.
Yeah, what you feel boredom is or isn't.
And allow that to stir something within you, and share with us below. All right, my love.
Yeah. Thank you.
See you soon. Bye bye.